The Boston Celtics versus Phoenix Suns on Wednesday night had a lot of hype and intrigue. Some people were calling it an NBA Finals preview. It was a meeting between the NBA's conference leaders, so it was natural to expect a thrilling and tightly contested game. This was anything but that. It seemed like the red-hot Boston Celtics went into Phoenix with a point to prove, completely dominating the Suns in a 125-98 win that was never in doubt. The Celtics led by as many as 45 points in the third quarter, registered 29 assists, and shot 48.5% for the game, while holding the Suns to 39.8%. The Celtics were out for blood in this one and sent a clear message to the rest of the league. How's it going, everyone? Luca Rosano here, back with another video. In this one, I'm going to be talking about the Boston Celtics' latest onslaught and why this team is downright terrifying. If you can hit a like on the video, it does help the algorithm a ton. Please subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. We're trying to hit 28K, so if we can hit that, that would be greatly appreciated. And make sure you turn on the post notification so you always get notified anytime I drop a new video. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum led the attack with 25 points apiece, and Malcolm Brogdon added 16 points on 7-9 shooting in his return from a one-game absence due to illness. The 21-5 Celtics have now won 3 straight and 8 of their last 9. They're also 7-0 versus the Western Conference. Phoenix welcomed back Chris Paul in this one after he missed a month with a heel injury. Unfortunately for Chris Paul, it was not the return that he was expecting. Suns coach Monty Williams surrendered with 5 minutes left in the third, subbing out all 5 starters. The quarter finally came to a merciful end with Boston ahead 104-65. I mean, if we were playing with mercy rules, the fourth quarter would have never been played in this game. After 3 games in 4 nights, the Celtics now have a 2-day break before visiting the Golden State Warriors on Saturday night. Their first meeting since last season's finals will be televised nationally on ABC. This is going to be another highly anticipated matchup. Now, despite getting off to a blazing 21-5 start, Jason Tatum says the defending Eastern Conference champions only care about winning a championship. And I quote, "None of this means anything if we don't hang a banner," close quote. And this right here is the mentality you want your superstar player to have. You can tell that the Celtics, their main focus since day one of the season is to just get back to the NBA Finals and take care of unfinished business. They're just taking care of the business right now, but ultimately their minds are on avenging that NBA Finals loss from last season. Boston closed the 2021-2022 campaign on a similar pace, leading the league in net rating while winning 26 of its final 32 games. The Celtics also had a league best 122.6 offensive rating after last season's All-Star break. Boston went on to make the NBA Finals, but of course went on to lose 4-2 to the Golden State Warriors. Tatum struggled in the NBA Finals, averaging 21.5 points on just 36.7% shooting. The star has bounced back in a big way this season. He's on pace for career best marks in both scoring, he's at 30.5 points, and shooting 48% from the field. But we already know of the dynamic duo on this Boston Celtics team. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have proven to be one of the best, if not the very best duo in the NBA. I mean, JB thinks he and Tatum are the best two-way players in the league. And this is what JB had to say, and I quote, "Me and JT are probably the best two-way players in the league." And it's hard to disagree with that, given the amount of success they've had so far and what they've been able to do on the Celtics team. But what makes the Celtics even more frightening is their depth. The Celtics have gotten key contributions from several role players this season. Derek White, new addition Malcolm Brogdon, Al Horford, and Grant Williams are all shooting career best rates from distance, which has helped Boston record the league's best three-point percentage at 40%. Center Robert Williams, one of Boston's best defensive players, still has yet to play this season after undergoing knee surgery. And with the way the Celtics have been playing, you better believe the Celtics aren't going to rush him back. Just 5 months ago, the Boston Celtics leaned heavily on an 8-man core while navigating a grueling and tiresome run to the NBA Finals. Ime Udoka seemed reluctant to reach any deeper despite his team running on fumes at the end of the playoff run. Maybe one of the most encouraging aspects of Boston's hot start to this season has been the team's ability to confidently lean on as many as 12 different players. And this, despite operating without big men Robert Williams and Danilo Gallinari, the latter of whom was brought in the summer to bolster Boston's bench. Boston's depth was highlighted on Monday night versus the Raptors, with Al Horford resting on the second night of a back-to-back, and Boston's other offseason big splash addition, Malcolm Brogdon, sidelined due to illness. Despite all this, Boston didn't miss a beat while leaning on depth pieces for a victory. Other key bench pieces like Luke Kornet have been a huge boost to the Celtics, and it's quite a luxury when someone like Peyton Pritchard, one of last year's 8 contributors, is now a 10th or even 11th man. The Celtics are simply spoiled with depth, and this is important because the Celtics won't burn themselves out like they did towards last year's playoff run. This team seems poised to have the gas to make it until the very end. Now, I know it doesn't matter how great this Boston Celtics team continues to play during this regular season. I mean, they could go on and break the best record of all time. They're ultimately going to be judged in the postseason. But when you look at this team, they just don't have any flaws. They're coached very well. They got a deep and complete team. You got a dynamic duo that is good enough to bring you to the promised land. You got superstar play from both of those players. I mean, we saw what JB can do on the grand stage. And this team has been playing offense at such a high level. And we already know the type of defense they're capable of playing. So once Robert Williams comes back, that defense is probably going to look as lethal as it did last season. So there truly aren't many teams in the NBA that can beat this team 4 out of 7 times as currently constructed. That's why I'm very fascinated with that matchup on Saturday night. I really want to see how the Celtics play in that game. I know it's only one game and it's a regular season game, but you will be able to see how the Celtics fare against the Warriors compared to last season and some of the adjustments they've made going into this season. So that's a game that everybody's going to have their eyes on. That's a game that I'm really looking forward to. That's going to be a showcase game on Saturday night. I'm a Raptors fan making this video, and the Celtics are the team that scares me the most, especially in the Eastern Conference. It's not even the Bucks. It's not the Philadelphia 76ers. It's not the Cavs. It's the Celtics team because they can beat you in so many different ways. And as I mentioned in this video, unlike last season, this team actually has elite depth they can count on. So this is going to be a tough team to beat on any given night, especially come playoff time. So let me know what your reaction has been to the Celtics team thus far. Drop a like on the video. Like I said, it does help it a ton. Please subscribe to the channel if you are new. Plus ring the bell for more content just like this. And that is it for me. As always, thank you so much for watching. This is Luca Rosano signing off, and I'll catch you all again in the next video.